Well, growing up in Saskatchewan was great. There's nothing better than growing up on a farm where there's a small community around that really cares about what you're doing. Let's just say Saskatchewan was a good training ground for Ontario. I'm my parents' child, and I don't think they knew what university was, quite honestly. I'm the first one to graduate in our family. They didn't know what biology was necessarily. They didn't have a really good sense of what I was trying to do, what I was focusing on. But they just had this belief that education is important. Like everybody, I guess, your family wants you to go on and succeed. Like everybody too, when you get to this point in your life, you wish your parents were still around to see it. Well, I went to Guelph. I had a chance to do my PhD degree there. Had a really good time. And then I had a faculty position at Guelph for a number of years. It was all really great. There's an old saying, when one person teaches, two people learn. So teaching is, it's a muscle that you have to work all the time. I had an opportunity to go and work in a really prestigious lab in Europe to help understand how cells go from being normal to cancerous and how viruses might play a role in that. Well, it's a pretty fascinating field. And at the time, it was a field that was really starting to take off. Anybody who has an interest in science and you have an opportunity to work on something as important as that, yeah, you go for it. I was contacted by a search firm saying that the University of Windsor was looking for a president. Sometimes opportunities come along that you maybe hadn't even thought about. And I think those are the best kinds, when you suddenly see an opportunity before you and you look at it and say, yeah, I could take that on. So I threw my hat in the ring and I saw the opportunity at Windsor as being a place to be involved in a really special community. And then one day I got a phone call saying, I got the job, and here we are. That's the beginning of the story. What happened in the first year helped to shape me, thinking about, okay, what's going to be important? What does this community really want to see the university become? How can I help do that? So the first year was a big learning curve. I'm proud of all the students who graduated when I've been here. I'm proud of what everybody has done, how many people have gotten behind what we're trying to do and contributed, because there's nothing in life you do on your own. Something like the Armories project, where you have a really historic building that for families across Windsor-Essex is a part of their family history, and having an opportunity to take that historic site and repurpose it for education, for the creative arts, that was pretty significant. I think that the University of Windsor is going to definitively be seen in Canada as an excellent university to go to and a place that is internationally connected. It's on a really good path, and it'll just get better. And that's because so many people are behind it right now. I've done a lot of what I thought I wanted to do and what I thought I could do, and you shouldn't think that you're the custodian of all of the great ideas, because you're not. You do what you can do, and I think that I did. And now it's time to move on. And also, I'm at an age where, okay, I've given it a decade, I've given it 100%. I know it sounds cliche, but I want to focus a little bit more just on our personal life. I've shortchanged a lot of holidays with Deborah over the years, and I don't want to do that anymore. I've had the benefit of being on the board of the Ontario Chamber of Commerce for some years, and I had a chance to see what chambers of commerce do across Ontario. But being recognized by the Windsor-Essex Chamber is great. I think they're doing some really important work, and I really just want to thank them for this recognition. It's been the greatest time of my life, no question about it. There'll never be another decade like this one, either for me or for my wife, Deborah. Nothing comes close. I've learned a lot from it, and I think that Windsor has certainly, without question, Windsor-Essex and the University of Windsor have made me a better person.